Hello and welcome back to the channel. As I mentioned in the last video, I had to make an appointment for the technical inspection of my orange Maluch. However, I decided to go there without an appointment, and luckily everything worked out because somebody who had their appointment didn't show up, so I was able to take their spot. And prior to having the checkup, I obviously changed the taillight covers to the original ones because, as I've mentioned before, the clear ones aren't legal, and therefore I wouldn't get the inspection done. So I changed them beforehand, and I was doing that while I was there in the hopes that I would have to wait a little bit longer, and I was trying to record a short part of the video already before the inspection, but in that moment while recording, the person showed up and took the car for the inspection. So I recorded it and I will attach it to the end of the video, just as a little outtake, for lack of a better word at the moment. As always, the checkup is very thorough. It takes 40 minutes. It's a two-step process. The first one is checking everything on the exterior, if everything works, the wipers, the lights, the emergency lights, and so on and so forth. Obviously there's a brake test as well, and all these steps the car has gone through. None of them showed any errors, and therefore it was quickly done, and the second step was about to take place. In order to do that, the car has to go from bay number 1 to bay number 2, and then the very thorough checkup starts. The car is being pulled up on the car jack, on the car ramp, and is inspected from underneath, if all the brake lines are okay, if there's any corrosion on vital parts of the car, and many other things. Luckily, the car is in impeccable shape ever since the restoration was done in 2017. I had to go through a few of those checkups, but each of every one of them, with minor problems obviously, went flawlessly, and I'm happy to announce that I will now be able to drive the car until October again without having any problems or expected problems. Unfortunately, it's only 8 months this time around because I didn't manage to get there in time. So the original appointment was in November. However, I had to postpone it. And then obviously winter came. I don't drive this car when it's cold outside, except for today. It's really cold, but the weather is nice, and so therefore I didn't manage to make another appointment in those 3 months that are extra. So I had to make it on March 1st, the first day that I wasn't legally allowed to drive the car anymore, and everything worked out great. Obviously, the problem that I mentioned in the previous video with the horn showed up. It was checked, it didn't work, but that's a minor issue, luckily for me, because if it were a major problem, I would have to fix it and reappear for another appointment within 2 weeks. But luckily, that's nothing major, but I will have to look into it. As I said, there's a loose wire in the trunk of the car, and I will have to try if attaching it will solve the horn problem, but I will get to that in a moment, maybe in this video, maybe in the next. Probably I will attach it to the end of the video. Let's see if it changes anything. And yeah, I'm very happy that another checkup went great, no major issues, and the guy who was assessing my car has a Volkswagen Beetle himself, a really old one. So he really understood my reasoning for some of the issues. Of course, he has to adhere to the guidelines, but nothing was overlooked and everything is in order. I really thank you for your attention. This was a very brief video. As always, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up button, leave your comments down below, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye. Again, I didn't make an appointment, I just got here to the place where they do the technical inspections, and luckily someone didn't appear to their appointment, so I will get theirs. It's just a few minutes left, so I'm recording this part quickly. I have already switched the tail light covers to the original ones because those clear ones aren't technically allowed, so I had to switch them.